We're set for Game 6, and let's take a look at tonight's Taken on DVD starting lineups. And we will begin with the Celtics. Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Glenn Davis, Kendrick Perkins have started all the Boston playoff games. J.J. Redick stays in the lineup with Rafer Alston, Rashard Lewis, Hedo Turkoglu, and Dwight Howard. Here's Lisa Salter.
Well, Mike, Dwight Howard and Stan Van Gundy met for about an hour yesterday to clear the air. Dwight said, no beef, no distraction here. He apologized to his coach, told him he was frustrated, but he should have never said what he said after Game 4. Howard said Van Gundy had all of the stats from the game on his whiteboard in his office, all of Dwight's touches, all of his quotes. In the end, Dwight says that he realized that the key to tonight will be his defense, not the amount of touches he gets, his energy. If he's rebounding and blocking shots, running the floor, Dwight said, we will win this game. Mike?
And Lisa, if he's bringing those things, Hubie, it could bring foul trouble into the equation for a Boston team that, as you know, watching the playoffs, they really only have 3 bigs, and Brian Scalabrine's the third.
Well, when you look at it, early on, Doc Rivers, as soon as we get a foul on Big Baby, he'll take him out of the game after one, mainly because he needs him to back up Perkins at that position. Both of them very strong, and they've been doing a good job in keeping Howard off the offensive rebounding.
And on that Boston side, I know you Celtic fans are wondering, is this the night? We've been waiting all playoffs that you get both Paul and Ray, Pierce and Allen together having big games in the same game. Ray Allen coming off a 3 of 11 shooting game in Game 5, but he hit the big one, the one that put Boston over the top. Allen struggling from behind the line, and Rajon Rondo has missed his last 10 three-point shots, so he's going to need to hit an outsider here tonight as well. The officials, as assigned by the NBA, 3 veterans, Danny Crawford working his 203rd playoff game, Dick Fabetta works his 247th, and Mark Davis, who's worked 7 playoff games this year, and now has worked 14 for his career. Game 7 would be Sunday in Boston. The Cleveland Cavaliers have had a nice long wait again. They know they'll host Game 1 of the Eastern Finals. Tonight they'll find out when it'll be. Perkins and Howard the tip. We'll find out in 2.5 hours if Orlando's season ends tonight. Off we go from Central Florida. And Rafer Alston has it.
Now, I'm watching Orlando. They run quite a few pick and rolls high, also pick and rolls from the wing area.
J.J. Redick shot it well early, has not shot it well of late. Deep touch for Howard is knocked away by Pierce, 10 to shoot. Hey, Boston knows that they're going to try to feed him too early on.
Well, the action is Perkins needs help. He knows that he has to stay out there. He's an excellent shot blocker, getting over 2 a game. But he has to pick his spots here. He cannot pick up any cheap fouls early.
Hedo Turkoglu to trigger. Alston, who came over from Houston late in the season for the injured Jameer Nelson. For his rebound, Rajon Rondo averaging nearly a triple-double through these playoffs.
On the road, the Celtics need some easy points. By that, in second shot attempt, and also out on the break. They've got to convert on the fast break.
Perkins baseline finds Davis, who sports fans were booing Glenn Davis. Remember, after he hit the game-winning shot in Game 4, he accidentally bumped into a young 12-year-old on the sideline. That caused a bit of a side controversy. So he'll hear the treatment from the fans. Turkoglu missed the 3, and Rondo chases it down.
Now, when you have Turkoglu and Rashard Lewis out on the floor, they will take between them on any night at least 12 or 13 threes.
Pierce, this is his 3. This Orlando team made its number this year by hitting threes. They hit so many three-point shots, and that was the way this team was defined. J.J. Redick needs one early. That was off from the release. Howard rebound. Around 3 guys will come to the line.
Now, in the first shot attempt on the last possession, they had 3 guys on Howard. He could not get the rebound. That time, he was up in traffic. So you can see it's a concentrated effort, not just Perkins, but also Big Baby is coming down in there, and also Paul Pierce.
And because Davis's hands weren't vertical there, Hubie, he's the one who draws the foul. And like you said, 1 foul, even though we're only a minute 19 in, Davis out, Scalabrini in. Why?
Now, the Scalabrini situation is, number 1, he's a 3-point shooter. He'll take your big people out. So he will now match up with Rashard Lewis. The problem there is Rashard can take him off the dribble. With Big Baby out of there, you're losing an excellent rebounder and an excellent blockout guy because of his physical power.
Davis sits. This is a big pressure night, I think, for Dwight Howard. He spoke up. He was frustrated, but because of the attention, and hey, it's a learning moment. The deeper you go in the playoffs, the more every action on the floor and every word you speak carries weight. And it becomes a two-day national story. Now you got to respond out here on the floor tonight.
Absolutely. Big pressure on him. The old story is when you play freelance basketball and you just read the defense, hey, you cannot be mad at the coaching staff. You got to be mad at the people out on the perimeter who are not passing you the ball out of the read the defense offense.
They are leaving Rondo free to take shots. That one he can hit, that little runner, from about 10 to 12 feet.
Now, Rondo's been struggling from the field 36%, but he's still giving you 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. And by the way, he is the point guard.
He's already got 2 rebounds.
Small like that.
Yeah, exactly. Redick going to the rack. Didn't take it. Alston will. This is the 3. Try to chase it down. That is the 3rd rebound for Rondo.
Well, Rondo's all over the place.
Nice find. Pierce to Rondo. Looked like a peach basket layup he shot there. And it's 6-2 seed.
Great read by Pierce. He was double teamed on that drive. And then the fact that Rondo kept coming in that outside lane.
Turkoglu watched by Pierce. Nito's energy, something that Stan Van Gundy wants to see early on. Catch inside. And a dunk for Dwight.
And nothing you can do about that. Anytime he catches the ball on that defensive circle, all he has to do is catch it, drop step, and he can dunk you from that area because of his jumping and his strength.
Led the NBA in dunks this year, 202. Ray Allen, long on the 3. Redick the rebound. Out of the scramble, it's Alston. Turkoglu with good energy. Howard, the putback.
Now, this is what we said at the open. He's got to attack with the basketball in the power areas and then become an offensive rebounding force because that's where he'll pick up fouls on the Celtic front line people.
Allen trying to take Redick inside. Good defense by J.J. Redick, and there's 9 to shoot.
Now keep an eye on Howard. See, down in that area, once he makes the catch and you're behind him, it's all over. Now this is good offensive rebounding. Poor blocking out by Scalabrine.
Howard, 2 dunks. The 6 points the Magic have. And a block. He said I was not going to go another game without a block. He gets one here. Only 1 second on the shot clock, and when you see 1 on the clock, there's less than a full second.
Now, he came from the right of the lane that time, and then you can see he's excellent. He's got to have a live body tonight for the full time that he's out on the floor.
The conundrum for Boston, you don't know if you have 9/10 or 1/10 when it's sitting showing 1.
Plenty of time to catch and shoot.
All right, Perkins had 9/10 and he knocks it down.
You have to pay attention to him. He and Baby Davis are excellent 15 to 18 feet. They shoot a high percentage.
Rashard Lewis to the basket. And it comes back to Rondo. Sure, another rebound.
Yeah, just keep pushing, Rondo. Just keep pushing. The main thing is, over the 48 minutes, you've got to wear down the defense in the long run.
He has all 4 of Boston's rebounds in the first 4 minutes. What are you, Bill Russell out here? 6 to shoot, Pierce. You'll let Rondo keep trying. He will develop that shot, you would imagine, over time, but for right now, it is the sore spot in his very good game. Howard, Scalabrine flop, Howard a layup.
Now, the referees are not going to allow a big man to flop in the painted area.
Howard gets a technical foul called by Mark Davis for his actions after the dunk.
Well, now, see, that's a tough call, and you can see right there, Stan Van Gundy was up challenging Mark Davis. If you are going to play behind Howard in the power area and he makes his move, no ref is going to let you flop in the lane. This is too big of a game to allow a flop.
Ray Allen, one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA's history, knocks it down. Here's a look at what happens.
Come on, that was like a little wind coming in from the mezzanine.
And that drop of the ball on Scalabrine is the reason that Howard, who has all 8 points, gets the first technical. Now he has to be careful the rest of the game. Any altercations or anything, a second technical is the automatic ejection. Pierce fumbling.
Plenty of time here.
Rondo at Howard baseline. What a finish by Rondo.
Now that's why he's so athletic. We know he's great in steals, and he steals the ball a lot. He runs on the break. He rebounds the basketball. but he is so acrobatic down in the paint.
Lewis came in for the 2 off the mark. The rest of the Magic are 0-7 from the field. Howard has hit all 3 of his shots.
Now, Mike, they're double teaming Pierce, sometimes triple teaming.
Galabrini had a foot on the line, missed the 2. 5 rebounds for Rondo. And Pierce missed the 3.
Now, Celtics are getting great looks at the basket, Mike. If it continues like that, you like your chances.
Lewis, 3. Howard, very active inside, punched it out. Wanted the foul. Somebody else get it going for the Magic. Redick on the deck, to the rack. No. Rest of the team 0 for 10. Pierce all the way. Got it.
Yes, now that's what they need from Pierce. As we move on, those double teams are going to get late coming to him because of fatigue. The main thing for Paul is to continue attacking off the dribble.
Early storylines. 3 for 3 from the field for Dwight Howard. The rest of the Magic are 0 of 10. Rondo's already started rebounding. He's got 5. And a couple hoops.
This is just a great finish. Right there, he avoids Howard on a major shot blocker in the league. And then right here, Pierce is attacking. Remember, as we move along, challenge the defense.
Early 5-point lead for Boston. All the points for Orlando for Dwight Howard. As we get into the game, we'll get past last night's controversy, or 2 nights ago. Here's what Dwight Howard told us and Stan Van Gundy this morning about their meeting 24 hours ago.
You know, we talked about a good hour. You know, he said he didn't sleep the whole night, and he had every stat on the board. He's good with stats. Every stat, he had film, he had everything, you know, to show me. He had my quotes.
It's not a matter of, you know, whether Dwight and I kiss and make up. It's a matter of if we've got our minds in the right frame, if we're in the right frame of mind to go out and play tonight and win a game. That's what counts.
That night, was I frustrated? Yeah. You know, did I say some things that I probably shouldn't have said on camera? Yeah. You know, but we live and we learn from it. You know, me and them had a great talk. You know, and we understand what we have to do tonight to win. And it's going to be on us to go get it.
And so far, we've seen touches inside and energy and activity from Howard, but everybody else has not brought it. 0 for 11. Rafer Alston, a 3.
Now, when you're watching these teams, both of them attempt 18 to 22, 23 threes a game. Now, for the season, Orlando, number 2 in makes, 10 a game, and also they're second at shooting it at 39%.
Pierce working baseline, went right at Howard. Couldn't get it to go inside. Celtics wanted the foul. Redick comes away with it.
Bad gamble.
Alston has Redick behind him. Trying to feed it inside, but off the Celtic. Stays down here.
Yeah, any coach. Now, I know Rondo is, you know, right up there in steals. The only thing is he made the gamble at half court. Once you do that, you're giving up a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 at the other end.
Rajon 5th in the league in steals this year, just under 2 per game. Orlando lives by that outside shot. Without it, they'll be staying here and be done for the year.
Okay, they'll switch on that situation. Okay, now you see anytime that they come off that pick and roll, if they feel that they can guard the dribbler. Now, Turkoglu is extremely clever with the basketball. That time, Scalabrine switch. Well, now you have Pierce on Rashard Lewis. Now, Rashard Lewis, you know, in the old days in Seattle, they'd clear out that left side of the floor for him and allow him to work on you.
Yes. See the three-point struggles the last couple of games for the Magic. 1 for 5 to start tonight. 2 to shoot, Alston. 1 for 6.
Now, they'll take that every time. They'll take that shot clock going down, putting pressure on Rafer Alston to shoot a high percentage, and he has not done that in this series.
Double Pierce, Rondo with that tactic fake. Now 7 to shoot. Got to get himself in the lane to get the layup.
Oh, I got to wait.
Got to wait to push the back.
Yeah, he sure did.
It'll be Orlando ball.
Yeah, they were lucky on that one. Perkins had his hand in the lower back, pushed the man right underneath the basket.
It's an Orlando team that won 59 games this year, won the division title for the second consecutive year. And now facing the Game 6 here. They were eliminated in 5 in this round, the second round last year, by Detroit. So they've gone one step farther. Now trying to force a Game 7 Sunday in Boston. Of course, the Magic beat Philadelphia in the opening round series. It took 6 to do that. Good hands by Allen, digging down to knock it out of bounds, 10 to shoot.
Now, in the early going here, we've played almost 8 minutes, Mike. You drive to the basket tonight, you better be able to take the body bumping. We're seeing it at both ends of the floor, and guys are getting away with the strip, hitting the ball out of the guy's hand.
Lewis, a rise and fire for 2. Rashard Lewis has had a very good playoffs this year, scoring 20 points a game, about 2.5 more than he does in the regular season.
He's a primetime scorer. He's a guy who wants the big play in the pressurized game.
Bumps Rondo on the outside. Continue it. Basket counts to the foul.
In the NBA, that's why you continue your move. Now, you can see Rajon Rondo. He understands what's going on here. This guy is close to a triple-double in this series, a triple-double for all of the playoffs. This is beautiful. He's got those long arms, and he keeps the ball like it's a yo-yo in his hand. And I like the fact that early on, he is attacking the rim.
Already he's taken 6 shots. There you see his numbers for this series. The foul on Lewis, his first. Michael Petras comes in for Orlando out of France. And Hito Turkoglu from Turkey down to the bench.
Now, Petras in the last 2 games is averaging 17 points, Mike. He can make things happen for you.
Rondo cannot convert the 3-point play, so the Boston lead is 2 inside of 4 minutes here in Game 6. Orlando has not been a good team facing elimination.
I like the fight in the low post.
Now, Scalabrini's called for the foul.
See, he's been trying to front them, and he's done a good job in denying. And then when the ball changed area, all of a sudden he got caught. Now, Danny Crawford allow all that bump and go. Now, just keep an eye. Watch Scalabrini front, see? Now, right now, that guy outside, he doesn't think he has a good angle. Now, there, he locked arms. Locked the arm, and Danny Crawford was right on it. You know, you're 2 for 2 here tonight. I'm telling you. I can maybe see you in the Summer League this year out in Vegas.
Game 6 ready to go. Alston lost that with the bump with Rondo. It's going to stay down here with a half dozen to shoot for the Magic. Doc Rivers coached this Orlando team for a half decade, actually 6 seasons. Still maintains his home down here in Orlando. Lewis floats it over Perkins. Howard active on the glass, kept it alive for Lewis.
As long as Dwight keeps working like that. Now, he has been a bear in the early going on the offensive board. He kept that alive for Rashard Lewis. Rashard Lewis, remember now, high percentage shooter, foul line down.
4 of his 5 rebounds on the offensive end. Perkins gets the bump, gets the basket, and a foul on Dwight Howard.
Now, that was a beautiful pass and a great catch by Perkins. He saw the shot blocker coming, and watch how he changed his sides. See, boom, fake, let the guy go over the top, come up on the other side. Beautiful move.
Seen so much of Kendrick Perkins over the last couple of years with the playoff run, with the big 3. Forget 6th year in the league. He's 24 years old. He's really developed a double-double is what he's averaging in these playoffs.
I give Clifford Ray a lot of credit for the work that he's done with Poe and Baby Davis and also Perkins. He's done a masterful job with these big front court people.
Redick still cannot buy one. JJ has missed his first 4 shots, and Rondo the take other way. Forearm leading. First foul on Rondo.
Now that's too bad. Mainly because he got what he wanted. He got down in there for that teardrop. But then watch him use that left hand. Easy call for Danny Crawford. Watch it. There it is. Clear me out.
Quarterback, right? At your school.
That is correct. Mark Jones and Greg Paulus is from Syracuse, New York, Christian Brothers Academy, so he's heading back home to do that. Let's take a look at tonight's HP In Touch, checking the brackets. Cleveland eliminating Atlanta on Monday. Congratulations to George Karl, Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, the hometown story, as the Denver Nuggets have moved on to the Western Conference Finals. Game 6 of the Lakers in Houston coming up next here on ESPN. And, of course, this series, Game 6 right here, right now. Well, so far, Hubie, 10 inches difference in these guys in height. They both have 8 points and 5 rebounds.
No, they're both doing a masterful job right now leading their team. Now, remember we told you about Orlando. They already have 6 offensive rebounds a game. In this series, they've only averaged 7.
Wow. Petrus, the former Golden State Warrior, able to knock it down over Pierce. And I like what you pointed out early on. That's a big guy for them tonight.
Absolutely. He's over his injuries. He's had an excellent year here. And I told you, in the last 2 games, he's averaging 17. You must pay attention to him. He's 6'7" and can defend.
Main defense on Pierce here. And he picks up the foul. It'll be 3 team fouls each way with 2:18 left in the first quarter.
Foul number 20, Michael Petrus.
Was in the act, so Pierce is going to come to the line where he has been outstanding.
Paul Pierce shooting 2.
Hitting all of his free throws in game 3. Matter of fact, he's hit 29 of his last 30 free throws. Blame me, Boston. On Sunday, you'll see a game from Staples Center on ABC. Either Game 7 of the Rockets-Lakers or Game 1 of the West Finals with the Nuggets and the Lakers. And on TNT on Sunday, if necessary, you'll see Game 7 of this Orlando-Boston series. If not, they'll pick it up with the Eastern Conference Finals starting in Cleveland. And Hubie and I will have the East Finals for you across the country on ESPN Radio. Pierce knocks down 1 of 2. The lead is 2.
I like the fact that Doc has come right now with Eddie House. Right now, Ray Allen is 0 for 2, Pierce 1 for 4. So your 2 key guys, 1 for 6.
Lewis knocks down the mid-range jumper to tie the game at 19. Courtney Lee also came in for Orlando. A fractured sinus in the Philadelphia series kept him out the first 2 of this series. He's been defending House great after Eddie's Game 2 explosion. House with a little space, shot it quick. And that's not normally the pace of an Eddie House shot.
No, but he's one of the quick catch-and-shoot guys that we have in the league.
Good
Nice.
deep catcher, Howard.
Could've gone
Petrus
up.
a 3.
Now that time, if I'm Howard, I attack Kendrick Perkins. I've got to attack him every single time I make that catch in that area.
Scalabrine long on the 3. Not exactly a three-point shooting clinic. The teams are 1 of 11 thus far tonight. The rookie lead. They're 1 of 12 tonight.
Well, you got numbers here.
Rondo checks the floor, finds Scal at the line for 2. Got it. Brian Scalabrine, who looks like a cast left over from the White Shadow with the headband. In his 8th year out of USC, very good outside shooter.
Well, he's already made 7 threes in this series.
Oh!
And he's shooting 50% from the floor and 3s.
Oh, yeah, Rondo. The great play to knock it away and keep the trip alive. Pierce had it knocked out by Petrus. 47 seconds left. Each team a foul to give.
Now, early on, we keep bringing this out. Paul Pierce, anytime that he comes with that dribble, he's going to be double-teamed immediately, and sometimes if he gets near the basket, that third guy will slide right in. They are giving up the outlet pass out to Rajon Rondo or the perimeter people.
Rondo gets the break through the end of the quarter. Stephon Marbury, a great 12-point fourth quarter in game 5 checks in as Scalabrine knocks down a 2. And the Boston lead back up to 4.
Now, he's a dangerous guy, maybe because he's so confident, Mike. 50% from the floor, 50% in three-point shooting. So he's coming in shooting the ball. No hesitation.
Petrus, no hesitation. He's hit 2 outside shots in a row. 2 seconds the difference, game and shot clock here at the end of the quarter. Usually it ends up with Pierce.
I like what we're seeing. Excellent defense, good offensive board play, nice transition play, and we're seeing a lot of intensity.
Celtics have had enough game 7s the last couple of years. House. Yes.
You can't leave him. Now, I know you got a double, but you can't leave Eddie House.
Petrus a good look. End of the quarter. A quarter in which Orlando, which lives by the 3, shot 10 of them and made only 2. Yeah, Dwight Howard got his touches, but they only shot 33% from the field. Facing elimination, the Magic trail by 3. Get a look at the fireworks footage. Wishes at the Magic Kingdom, part of the Walt Disney World Resort here in Central Florida.
Welcome back to Orlando. I'm with Celtics head coach Doc Rivers. Doc, you told us you were going to do this. Big Baby picked up an early, quick foul in the first minute. You sat him the rest of the quarter. How come?
Well, we have no choice. We just don't have but a certain amount of fouls that we can use on Dwight Howard, and unfortunately, Big Baby's our backup big as well.
You told us that you felt that you guys did not establish a good pace at all in Game 5. What did you think about the pace in that first quarter?
I loved our pace. I mean, we missed some shots, but we're pushing the ball back up. We're getting into our offense early. That's what we need to do.
All right, Doc, thanks for your time. Mike?
All right, Lisa, thank you. Second quarter begins with Lisa Salters, Hall of Famer Hubie Brown, Mike Tirico, Big Baby, Glenn Davis on the bench, couple of points with that minute 19 played with the one personal foul. He'll check in here momentarily. Marbury, Scalabrini, House, Pierce, and Perkins start the second. For the Celtics, trying to win the series tonight. Stephon Marbury gave it to Perkins. Still 6 on the clock. He works on Dwight Howard. Hooked by Perkins for 2.
Now, that's a strong move. Now, you're going against the #1 shot blocker in the league. You back him down into his area. You do not give him a step. You get a step, he can get up higher. Take it right into his chest. Beautiful jump hook.
This unit for Orlando, very effective. Started the second and the fourth quarter in Game 5 in Boston with Anthony Johnson and Tony Petit out there. Off the Turkoglu miss, back the other way, Pierce. Largest lead of the night for Boston.
And he wanted a foul. That's the other end right now. Redick is struggling. He came into this game 3 for 18 in his last 3 contests. Now he is 0 for 5 tonight.
Deep shot from Petit is off the mark. Rebounded by Pierce. And Orlando needs to come up with some D. Pierce right to the rim. That's goaltending. Hit at the backboard first. And the Celtics have connected on their last 6 field goal attempts.
Remember we told you about Pierce. Just keep going to the rim because he's so clever and vitally strong. As fatigue enters in, he's going to wear you down.
A little bit of a trouble spot here for Orlando, and Stan Van Gundy quickly, just a minute and 14 into the second quarter, takes a timeout, and Danny Crawford grabs Dwight Howard and Perkins and says, no more, guys.
Oh, it's good. They're talking to the big guys. Now, just watch this. I'm backing you down. I'm feeling you in my chest. I'm going to now get the bump and then the jump hook. Now, watch Pierce cross over as he goes strong to the rim. Oh, this is the miraculous shot. He looked like he was in slow motion.
Brought to you by Triple Hops Brewed Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling.
8-0 run by the Celtics have extended the lead to 9 here in Central Florida, where the Orlando Magic care about this community. This season, Magic rookie Courtney Lee hosted a health awareness rally at a local middle school as part of Tobacco-Free Florida Week. Lee speaking to students about the hazards of smoking and encouraging them to pledge to be tobacco-free. Courtney Lee, the Orlando Magic, all part of the NBA, where caring happens.
Mike, a lot of trouble right now for Orlando. They're only shooting 31%. But look at these perimeter people. Turkoglu and the 3 guards, Redick, Alston, and Lee. Between them, they're 1 for 12. They're getting great looks, but they cannot throw the ball in the ocean.
Always worries you. Jump shooting teams in the postseason. Basket seems to get smaller. Anthony Johnson, the veteran, for 3. Big shot. That guy has hit many big shots. He's bounced around 3 years in Atlanta, New Jersey, played with the Pacers. He actually had a 40-point playoff game with the Pacers against the Nets in 2006. Key minutes here. Glenn Davis back on the floor with that 1 foul. Working on Howard, who also has 1. Howard slapped it away, 4 to shoot.
Now, a situation like this, watch the guy out of bounds. Both of these teams like to throw the ball in and then curl off of the big man who's right in front of them.
Will be Davis. Nice spin move. Blocked by Howard.
Now, that was a great play. He extended himself. That's his second block of the night. I like the way that he extended it. He was looking for that long hook shot. Now, just watch as he sticks it out there. Beautiful timing.
Scalabrini, no shot. Shot clock violation. Again, when the clock says 1, there's less than a second. Last time it was about 9/10. Here it was about 1/10. In this technology society, it's time to get tenths of a second on the shot clock.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Now, give Scalabrini a lot of credit. He's come in here right now shooting, and he's 2 for 4. At the other end, Michael Petras is 2 for 4 for Orlando.
Turkoglu. Howard comes baseline on Davis. Good job by Scalabrine, but Howard got it back.
Now that's where he's scary. Sure, you block the first one, you got a good strip, but then once he catches it, you better part the sea because he's going up strong.
Very active, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and he's getting his touches. Marbury, a deep 2. Rebound for Howard, his 7th. Magic trying to push to get back in it, get the building going.
The fast break game is Celtics 8-0. Right now, Orlando getting nothing in the transition game.
Turkoglu. Off Howard's hands. Boston ball, Ray Allen coming in. Stan Van Gundy imploring his team to get it on the defensive end. Last time out.
Come on now, let's go. All we got to do is pick the defense up. Hey, we're fine now. Let's go.
Well, he's right on the money, Mike. He's getting good looks at the basket. His guys just can't put the ball in the hole. And they're a high percentage shooting team. Now, the other end is, right now, the Celtics are over 54% from the field.
Allen coming baseline, got nudged. That'll be 2 on Howard. So Dwight defending Ray Allen, who came in as Paul Pierce gets his first rest of the night. And now Howard has 2.
Now they're going to sit with him right now. They're going to keep him out there on the floor. You can see he rode him out with his bottom area by just pushing with his legs. Now Ray Allen's got to get going here. If you're going to take Pierce out of the game, you need Ray Allen to spark this unit.
That'll be just 1 on Howard here. Be the earlier foul, not on Dwight Howard. On Lewis instead. So just 1 on Howard. 3 to shoot. Marbury at the top. Going to go the other way. On Davis, his 2nd.
See, Doc is upset, not at the referee. He's upset at his player. One thing is set the screen and just hold the screen. You don't have to move. All you got to do is just set the screen. Let the dribbler read the defense.
Boston is led by as many as 9. Orlando has not led. Johnson for another 3. Way short. And inside, Howard trying to get it. Was fouled. Is it Davis? That's 3. Big development here.
Yeah, they already have Perkins coming in the game. Now, like we said, when Lisa talked to Doc Rivers, we tried to explain it to you up early. We told you that they would take Big Baby out once he committed his first foul. When they give Perkins a rest, they expect Big Baby to get quality time, but he had to stay out of foul trouble. Already 8 minutes now. You're not going to see him for the rest of this half. That means that Scalabrine, when he comes in, he's also got to be productive, but also a rebounder.
Only 3 minutes and 3 points in the first half, or 3 fouls, I should say, 2 points in the first half for Davis. Big Orlando lineup. Tough matchups for the Celtics. Lewis, Scalabrine.
Yeah.
No contest.
No contest there, Mike. And also Turkoglu with Ray Allen. He can take Ray Allen into any area, elevate and shoot up over the top of Ray.
And Doc Rivers takes a timeout. Orlando has scored the last 7. Anthony Johnson's 3, getting it started, getting them back in it, and then working it inside with the big guy.
Now they're doing a good job looking down inside, and Howard is going strong. Now, okay, sure they get the strip, but see, once he picks up that loose ball, you're in trouble. Lewis knows that he can take Scalabrine. Why? There is no double team. It's 1-on-1.
Yes, and all the buffs from Boulder, University of Colorado as well. And they will wait to find out. Are they playing Sunday against the Lakers, or will they be watching GMC NBA Countdown at 3 Eastern and Rockets-Lakers Game 7? That will be on ABC and ESPN, your exclusive home for the Western Conference Finals. Remember, Game 6, Rockets-Lakers. Next, here's Lisa Salters with a missing piece of the Magic.
That's right, Mike. I'm with Jameer Nelson. Jameer, we talked to Dwight Howard today, and after he said what he said after Game 5, he said he really needed to talk to 2 people, Coach and you. What did you tell Dwight?
Well, I just told him, if you want to express your feelings, you do it to him like a man, and doing it to the media was the wrong time. We're facing elimination, and we don't need any distractions. So, basically, I think, we all learn from our mistakes, and I think he made a mistake.
You've been out with the torn labrum since February. As much as they missed your game, everyone on the team says they miss your leadership. In what ways do you think they miss your leadership, Alfred?
Well, I mean, I guess in all ways. I mean, it's one thing is I really got comfortable with Coach Van Gundy in the system, and I knew what guys wanted the ball, and I knew the rotations on defense. And I think one thing we all have to do and have to know is how to talk to people and how to correct things in the course of a game.
Why can't you lead even though you're not playing? Why isn't it the same?
I can, but the thing is, I can do that during timeouts. I can't do it on the court like I usually do. I mean, I can do it when timeouts come.
Thank you very much for your time, and we hear that you'll be back sometime the next month or so we'll see you next season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jameer. Mike?
Thank you, Lisa. Jameer Nelson, not many people discussing. They discuss the absence of Kevin Garnett. And look, Kevin Garnett's a better player than Jameer Nelson for the body of their career. But Jameer is having an all-star season for the Magic when he went out with that shoulder injury.
Mike, shooting over 50%. He's one of 5 guards in the league, did that. Shooting over 40% in threes and over 80 on the line. And then probably his best years of creating and making the pass.
Ray Allen got knocked down. A foul's going to be called on Orlando. I believe it was Turkoglu. Here are those two injured performers, and we know the impact of Garnett, but look at the numbers side by side. Tells you what Orlando is missing.
Anytime that you lose a point guard who is your team leader, it is a major loss. It's the toughest position, in my opinion, in this league to learn and to play at a high level.
And what both of you guys do, sometimes you don't see in the box score. So much of the verbal communication, both ways. Defense, Garnett. Offense, Nelson. Celtics offense has hit a little rut here. Rondo with a fling. No good. House couldn't. Scalabrine does save it to House. Give Scalabrine a big assist on that trip.
Now, they earned that. 2 guys were on the floor, Scalabrine and Eddie House, and they come out of it. Because once again, Eddie House, as soon as he touches it, it's going up.
Turkoglu hasn't hit a shot until that one. Keno had missed his first 5 field goal attempts.
Yeah, they need him to get going, mainly because he's such a catalyst, and he's an excellent passer. He's their best distributor of the ball.
Allen dribbled it around the world until he found Scalabrine for 3. Brian Scalabrine, 17 minutes and 7 points.
You're loving this. Perkins is 4 for 6. Scalabrine, 3 for 5. 2 guys that you're not carrying are carrying the team.
And Stan Van Gundy takes a 20-second timeout as his team worked it back close. Got it to within 2, but once again down 7.
He lifted up his arms. I had never seen anything like it. And just when I couldn't take it anymore, he found the answer.
Axe Dry. It's more than a deodorant. It's an antiperspirant.
Whoa! That's one monster case of athlete's foot. Hit that with Tough Actin Tenactin. It gets rid of your athlete's foot. Hey, it can even keep you from getting athlete's foot. Get boom! Tough Actin Tenactin.
QB, I remember last year after the Celtics won the NBA Finals and they did all the interviews, Brian Scalabrine walked into the interview room. He didn't play a second in the playoffs, but he walked in and said, I never know when I'm going to be here again. But that hustle play and then this 3 helping this 5-0 mini run for the Celtics.
They're winning the battle of the loose balls and also the spot-up shooting with the shot clock down. Scalabrine has done an excellent job. Pierce doing a good job off the dribble. And then Kendrick Perkins in the low post area. Terrific.
Remember, Scalabrine missed about a third of the season with concussions and then symptoms afterwards that did not go away. There's a little bit of concern every time he hits the floor. Doc Rivers says, I really get worried that he can get hurt. He's not going to be really right until the season's over. Out of the timeout, a great pass to Howard, but deflected off the leg of Dwight, and it will be Boston ball.
Now, I like the fact that they did that and also the pass to Howard. That was a tough pass to catch in traffic. Also, Scalabrine, remember now, Mike, he's guarding Rashard Lewis. This is a difficult assignment for him.
Yes. Courtney Lee, that great job on Eddie House. He is giving him 0 space to breathe. 10 to shoot.
Courtney Lee, quick feet, good 6'4", and he's excellent. He's a good high percentage shooter. But this is an excellent matchup for Orlando.
Ray Allen with space continues to struggle. Howard, who It was a Howard elbow that fractured the sinus of Courtney Lee. Courtney almost got another elbow there on that rebound.
Now, in this series, Ray Allen is 5 for 31 in three-point shots. That is incredible.
0 for 2 tonight. Turkoglu trying to back down. Anthony Johnson. Look at Howard. He's the best Orlando player on the floor here tonight. 12 points, 9 rebounds.
Mike, he has 5 offensive rebounds. And that's what we said. Will he be a bear getting to the line and on the board?
There's Allen getting the 2 as Scalabrine set a nice screen for him.
Well, you know Ray's not going to stop shooting. Ray's been in the league too long, and he's made too many field goals. So you cannot take the time off on him.
Turkoglu loses it.
Got advantage here.
3-on-1. House. No. Allen keeps it alive. House and Scalabrine calling.
Yeah, Rashard Lewis ran that down and put pressure on that layup.
First block for the Celts. Their largest lead has been 9.
Plenty of time here.
And a whistle. And let's see, a foul call? Yes, it is. Foul on Anthony Johnson of the Magic.
I like what Rajon Rondo was doing there. He wanted Scalabrine up into the pick and spot up. He chased the other man off because if they double team him on the drive in the lane, Scalabrine is a better perimeter shooter. Beautiful call by Rajon.
The foul on Johnson, 13th foul on Orlando. Boston has only 1 team foul in the quarter. They've only committed 6 total fouls in the game. Same with the Magic. 6 fouls aside. Paul Pierce back in, guarded by Petrus. 2 to shoot. Scalabrine will take a 3. Good job by Courtney Lee, but he saves it to Perkins. Allen spotting up. 5 for 32 shooting threes in the series.
Well, they get away with that. Cardinal sin, never throw the ball back underneath your defensive board.
Howard with catch. Working on Perkins. He forces him away from the basket, but that time didn't get the roll.
That's okay. The main thing is to keep attacking. Give Perkins a lot of credit. He's using his body strength by pushing Howard out an extra step. Nice.
Rondo to Perkins and a holding foul called. Celtics want the foul in the act to get the free throws out of it. They will not. Courtney Lee foul.
Mike Rondo just has great vision in traffic. That time he had his back to the baseline. He's down inside the defensive circle, and he has the presence of mind to take the potential shot block and find Perkins.
Allen got a good screen, got space, and got the shooter's touch.
Scalabrine, I loved it. He jumped once, came down, jumped again. He was like on a pogo stick.
Boston equals its largest lead of the night. Orlando's offense has not been good tonight. Howard missed. Rebound Pierce.
Yeah, he can't get any better looks than this. He's getting close to the basket. He's within 3 to 4 feet. The hook has not fallen for him.
Out of bounds off the Celts. J.J. Redick. See if he can find some outside shooting.
Now keep an eye on this. This is just a soft touch. Look at this. The bounce is there. Backspin, grabbing a part of that rim, pulling it right back in.
Well, every time we get to the building, always like to be early in.
Yeah, right.
He's already here shooting.
No, you can't beat him to the building, right? Come on.
3 hours ahead. So everybody out there who wants to become a better this, a better that, work at it. He does. He's one of the best in the history of the game at shooting the 3. And he's here 3 hours before every single game. Petrus a triple. Oh, thank goodness if you're an Orlando fan for Michael Petrus showing up here tonight off the bench with 8 of the Magic 36.
Yeah, he's now 2 for 4 in threes. They're giving him the perimeter shot. Hey, you can't do that with a guy who is shooting a high percentage throughout this series.
A bound going the other way. Orlando ball out of this timeout.
Now the fans all wanted a moving screen on Perkins, but Petrus went right into him and bounced off.
2:22 left. You think Doc Rivers doesn't know that if he can get a couple of shots to go from Ray Allen and get Ray rolling, they can get a couple of days rest?
This is
Orlando facing elimination. Ray Allen and the Celtics lead by 6. We talked about Allen's struggles from 3. He missed 11 straight three-pointers in this series, but Ray keeps shooting. Here's why he still believes in his shot.
I just work on my shot tirelessly. I know where I need to get the ball to score. And most importantly, at the end of the game, when you have a shot that needs to be made, you have a bucket that has to be scored, free throw line, whatever it is, I've trained myself all over the floor. So it's just a matter of just focusing in at that point, in that second, that crucial moment, and just getting the shot off. And I think the most important thing is not being worried about whether you're going to make it or miss it. You can't worry about missing. I got to think I'm always going to make the next shot, and that's been my MO from day one.
And we saw that at the end of Game 5 a couple of nights ago when he hit the shot that put Boston up for good. 6-point lead for the Celtics, and Ray fouls J.J. Redick, who has checked in for Orlando with Petrus, Alston, Rashard Lewis, and Dwight Howard.
Mike, let's get back to Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a 41% three-point shooter. Reggie Miller made the most three-point shots since they put in the line at 2,560. Ray Allen has made 2,299. He's 261 behind Reggie Miller, two of the greatest shooters in the history of this game.
Rafer Alston knocks down his second field goal, back to 4 inside of 2 minutes. Boston has played better, but a good couple of minutes for Orlando can keep them right there at the half. Perkins sets the screen. They double Allen.
You got to take them quick because you got an advantage.
And right at the end of the shot clock, Perkins knocks it down.
Mike, you can double team out on the top Ray Allen, but once they reverse the ball and into Perkins, he has a point guard on him in the low post.
Perkins has hit his last 4. Now we had the going down the floor with Rondo and Alston. And the whistle comes, then we do get the foul on Rondo. And that'll be the first in the last 2 minutes for Boston. And 2 on their point guard, who, by the way, in addition to the 8 points and 2 fouls, already has 10 rebounds.
Yes. And remember, he's only 6'1", 6'2" at the most. But look at the arms and the fact that he's not afraid of body contact. Amazing.
Redick didn't hoist quick. Got inside. Draws the defense. Petrus couldn't catch it. And he stepped out of bounds. Foul first. Yep, going to get the foul first on Boston and on Pierce.
Yeah, they luck out. They luck out in this situation. That was a very difficult pass for Petrus to try to catch.
Redick coming to the line. Doc Rivers asking why. It's the second foul last 2 minutes. Here you see Redick, who had a good first couple of games, stayed in the starting lineup for Courtney Lee. And even the free throws not going for Redick, who was 81 of 93 this year.
Now,
Kobe doing work. ESPN films the presentation Saturday night, directed by Spike Lee and presented commercial-free on ESPN Saturday at 8 Eastern Time. It's from a game last year. They trained multiple cameras and behind-the-scenes interviews. Kobe does the voiceover. Spoke to Spike this week. He's really proud of it. I think you'll like it Saturday night on ESPN. Rondo. No. Perkins the rebound. Other way, offensive foul on Perkins.
Now Perkins is working.
And a tee on Kendrick.
You have to be careful, big fella. The team needs you. You only have yourself, and then you have Scalabrine, the backup, coming off the bench. Baby Davis already has 3, and then Mikey Moore cannot play Howard in the low post area.
Too small. So Redick, who split the pair before, knocks that one down. And with a hoop here, could be 2 or 1.
Now that's an easy call. He definitely takes the left arm and clears Howard out. Now in this series, Orlando has been averaging 27 foul shots a game. Right now, with a minute to go, they only have attempted 5 in this first half.
Double Redick, Lewis, Howard, deep catch on Pierce. No. Petrus flying in. Air France with a landing.
I give Howard a lot of credit. Once again, Mike, he keeps it alive underneath, and another player picks up a field goal.
Good defense by Petrus on the dribble handoff.
Yeah,
the Magic can tie. It's Alston. Inside, Lewis. Tie game.
Now, that's their first field goal in the fast break game.
20-second timeout, Boston. 6-0 run, Orlando.
Now, Petrus just does a great job. Remember, 6'7", long arm, good decision. Alston, suck up the defense and give it up. Side here in this first half.
About a 4.5-second difference. Game and shot clock. Rondo has 8 points, 10 boards, 4 assists. Rafer Alston will guard him when the move happens. Pierce sets the screen for the switch. Paul's got it at the top. Got Petrus in the air, through the foul. And we'll get to the line. He's so good, Hubie, at the top. Remember how many times did we see in the playoffs last year?
Well, he reads the defense well. You have to play him tight because of his jump shooting ability. Then, ball fake. You always tell the defender, please, do not foul a jump shooter and put him on the line. Guy's shooting 91% in the series. You keep him off the line. Big thing, go up with him. Apply the pressure. If he makes the shot, so be it. Because you do not want him to go off the dribble, get down in the paint, and then get a foul on a big man as he attacks the rim.
Petrus picked up the foul to the bench with 2 fouls here at the end of the half, with 10 points. A lot of three-point shooters. Lewis, Lee, Redick, and Alston at the end here for Orlando with Howard. Pierce hits the first. Coach, 9 consecutive years, tied with John Havlicek and Larry Bird. Paul Pierce has led the Celtics in scoring, 9 in a row, and those guys are 1, 2, 3, top of the all-time Boston scoring list. Not the championships that the great Celtics teams had in terms of numbers, but Pierce has a huge impact on one of the best record books in all sports. 6.6 to go, time to get a shot. The Magic have not led all half.
You got time.
Foul out top by Marbury, and they had no fouls to give, so we're going to get free throws here with 2.6 to go.
Now, Doc Rivers is all upset. He just thought it was a ticky-tacky move. Marbury is a little stunned. But the main thing is to see the cut. There's the hand. So as soon as you put the hand in there like that, they're going to call that. Because it's easy. It's out the open floor. The trail man is right there.
Alston missing the free throws. Struggling shooting in this series. Go to NBA.com/amazing right now. Create a video playlist of your favorite NBA playoff moments. Huge library to choose from. Would you put Havlicek steal on your list? Nick Anderson steal against the Bulls in 95. Cisco and the NBA let you decide where amazing happened. 2.6 to go. Rondo waits to touch it. Can he get a shot off? He does. End of the half. Dwight Howard got his touches. He got 12 points and 9 rebounds in that first half. Pierce, 11 points. Rondo, 10 rebounds. And at the break, 1-point lead for the Celtics, trying to eliminate Orlando. Magic need to come back to try to force a Game 7 on Sunday. Here's Lise with Paul Pierce.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Now, you guys were up, Paul. You guys were up 9 in that half. What changed for you coming down to the end of that second quarter?
Well, we gave up some three-pointers. They got to the line, got some layups, and just a little miscommunication. But we know we're not going to just put them away here in the home court elimination game. We know they're going to make a run. It's our job to stop their runs, minimize them, and push the lead up.
Now, everyone in the building knew that Dwight Howard was going to be a different guy tonight. Big Baby already didn't play that much in that half because of foul trouble. What adjustments do you have to do on Howard?
Well, we just got to continue to run different guys at him when he puts the ball on the ground, limit his dunks, and box him out so he don't get offensive rebounds.
All right, thanks for your time. Mike.
Some worries around Doc. He's starting to sound like Doc Rivers, too. Hey, Paul's struggling with a little bit of a cold as well there at the end of the half. We have the Toyota halftime show coming up. Analysis of the first half and a preview of Kobe and the Lakers trying to get to the finals. The two teams that have won the most NBA championships. They've won half the championships in the league. 31 of 62. They're on the road tonight trying to avoid Game 7 and trying to get to the NBA Final Four where Cleveland and Denver await. At the break, Celtics trying to do their part. Leading Orlando 46-45. Toyota halftime show coming up. Our broadcast available in high definition on ESPN HD. Will it be the last half of the season for the Orlando Magic? Will they send it back to Boston for Game 7 on Sunday evening? 1-point lead for the Celtics. Mike Tirico, Hall of Famer Hubie Brown, Lisa Salters coming along here in a second. Okay, all the Dwight Howard talk leading up to the game. Let's get to our Gatorade cooler talk and the continued conversation about Dwight Howard. Give me the assessment of his first half.
Well, he's been very strong. You can see down inside he's attacking Perkins or whoever picks him up. Now, on the offensive board, he already has 5 offensive rebounds. In this series, he was only averaging 3 a game. He's got 5 at halftime. Down inside, once he gets his hands on it, there's no way you're going to stop him. Excellent, good effort, leading a team by example. Now, you can see the touches here right now. Through games 1 through 5, that was his complaint. He already has 20 touches at halftime.
Okay, I guess we got the answer to that question. He is seeing the ball more inside, and he's part of 3 good performances, especially Michael Petrus out of France. He came in off the bench, and without his 10, I think they'd be in big trouble.
Mainly, look, Howard is strong. Lewis is having a very strong half, and then Petrus comes in. Now, with the 10 points, he makes 2 out of 4 threes, spreading the floor, and he's doing a nice defensive job on Pierce.
Now the Boston side, Glenn Davis only played 3 minutes and 31 seconds, 3 fouls, 2 points. Kendrick Perkins, luckily for Boston, picked it up.
Yeah, he's playing great. With the 1 foul, that's big. Now remember, Davis is averaging 15 points a game in this series.
All right, let's check in with Lisa Salters.
Well, Mike, I spoke to Orlando assistant Brendan Malone, and he said, look, the one thing that concerned him about that half is he said, we face elimination, and right now they're getting every loose ball, every long rebound. We've got to do a better job on that. I pointed out what you guys just pointed out, Dwight Howard, 20 touches in the paint in that half, and he said, hey, it just came within the flow of the game. Our game plan is still the same. Get the ball to Dwight as much as possible, but sometimes the shot don't come along with that. In that first half, they did, and we like that. Right?
That's some good comments there from Brendan Malone, veteran assistant with Stan Van Gundy. You see the Magic have not led. 7 times we've been tied, and they've been close. Down 1 or 2, 3 different times. Same 10 that started the game, start this third quarter, and the lob from Rondo to Perkins, intercepted by the Magic. Howard deep. No fouls. Perkins got on the ball, and now the call comes as Howard went back at it the second time.
Now, it was a late call, but the correct call. He was definitely fouled on the shot. He went up strong. Now just keep the guy right here. Now, you can get the push plus the hit. It was almost like with an axe. And then all of a sudden, they give it to him here on the second move. As long as they get it, that's the key thing.
Well, what's big is that foul was charged to Ray Allen, not Kendrick Perkins. Yes. And big guy fouls hurt Boston. So a break there for the Celtics. 1 more coming for Dwight Howard. 59% free throw shooter in the regular season. Up to 63 here in the playoffs.
Big thing for Orlando if they're going to make a move in this third quarter with Redick and Alston out the guards. Right now, Turkoglu and Redick are 1 for 10. Now they're getting good looks from the perimeter. They just have to calm down and take their time and make the threes.
Dwight misses them both now, 20 of 36 from the line in the series.
Now, I like the strategy. From now to the end of the game, you have to foul them and force them to make the foul shots, providing that you can take a foul and not get in foul trouble.
Perkins, a bad pass out of the pick and roll. Pierce dribbles into a 3. That's short. Howard on the board with Dwight, number 11. Will Lewis and Turkoglu get going from the outside? That might decide if Orlando has another game in them. Lewis a 3. Rebound Pierce. 4 of 15 shooting the triple tonight, Orlando.
Now, if you haven't seen Orlando play much, remember, they take 26 threes a game during the season.
Rondo the assist to Perkins.
I'll tell you, down inside with his back to the baseline, Stein County, but he finds the people, and he rewards them if they keep moving right.
Turkoglu takes it 2. Can't get that. Rondo rebound 11.
He can get that shot every time because Perkins is not up chasing you off of the jump shot. He's giving you the shot.
Got to make it at some point.
Yes.
14 to shoot. Perkins has it out top. Right back to Rondo. So many playoff games, so much experience in 2 years for Rajon. Davis the miss comes to J.J. Redick. Can he get his shot going in the second half? Going to take it all the way and not finish. 2 Celtics go down. Rondo comes away with it.
Well, the fans are upset. They kind of thought that he got fouled. I just thought he missed the shot. Yeah, we had a lot of collisions, a lot of green shirts down on the floor.
Redick 0 for 5. Chasing Ray Allen. They've been on a treadmill all series, running after each other. And Redick's done a decent job giving Ray not a lot of room to shoot. Took that out, just 2 to shoot for the Celtics.
Now, you have a good opportunity now. You can make a catch and get 1 dribble before a shot.
Celtics trying to avoid a 4th Game 7 in the last 2 playoff years. It'll be Allen very deep and contested in a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Catching ball. Let's get it.
We want to emphasize again, if Orlando's going to get it going with this group out on the floor, Redick and Turkoglu are now 1 for 12 from the field.
Not been a good shooting game either way. Alston. Lewis trying to take Davis. Contact. And the foul. Let's see, is that on Big Baby? It's number 4. Interesting here now. Doc's going to keep Davis out there, Hubie, with 4 fouls. Scalabrine got right up, but Doc said, no, hang on here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that because you're gambling now. Now, we all understand now that Perkins only has 1 foul up until his juncture. Now, right now, Thibodeau went and just talked to Doc Rivers, and it has to be about that situation.
Tom Thibodeau, terrific defensive influence in this team. How about the Magic 0 for 4 from the free throw line to start this second half?
Now, they were 30th in the league during the regular season at 71%, Mike.
A lot of that because of Howard, a high volume and a low percentage, and Rondo on the floor was fouled on Howard. White has 2 fouls and a technical. Remember, both Howard and Kendrick Perkins picked up tees in the first half, so they need to be aware of any altercations and not earn a second get kicked out. Off of Alston, it'll stay with 8 to shoot. Very slow start, choppy start, first 3 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, totally opposite of the first half. I thought the first half was well played at both ends. The Magic have won these second chance points by 11, 15-4.
Tough to catch pass to Davis. Deep 3, Rondo. Oh, he got it. Well, that's how he shoots a good percentage from the outside. On the back end of the shot clock. Second 3-pointer of the game for the Celtics. And it's a 6-point lead. Rondo had missed his last 10 3-pointers before that one. Lewis doubled, who's open. Redick. Alston.
Yeah, too late.
Devastating screen by Howard. Put Rondo down. Redick can't get it.
When you come out of that double team, that first pass comes out at the top of the circle, please get the ball to the other side of the floor. 2 men wide open.
J.J. Redick has missed all 6 of his shots here tonight. Double comes on Pierce. Rondo to Perk. Well, Orlando's in a little bit of trouble. They are down 8. They've missed all 9 shots. 0 for 5 field goals, 0 for 4 free throws in this second half.
Mike, you're doing a good job double-teaming Pierce. Pierce makes the first pass. They rotate perfectly, but then there's the next man. He's wide open on the baseline. Now just keep an eye on Rajon Rondo. Mike made a great point. He was 0 for 10 coming into this game in threes, but this kid is a primetime player. He's a pressure player. Beautiful passing there, and then Perkins, excellent facing the basket.
Gasol and the Lakers coming up next against the Rockets, an elimination game in Houston. Next on ESPN.
A very particular set of skills that might be a nightmare for people like you.
Trailing the Heat 2-0, the Magic's Penny Hardaway takes over games 3 and 4, turning in back-to-back 41 and 42-point performances, forcing a deciding Game 5. ESPN's presentation of the NBA playoffs. Brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And Taken, for the thrill ride of your life. Get Taken on Blu-ray and DVD today.
Some good memories for the Magic here in Orlando, moving into their new building, the new Orlando Event Center, October 2010. A reminder that coming up next, it's Rockets-Lakers Game 6. If there's a Game 7, you'll see it on ABC. GMC NBA Countdown at 3 Eastern. If the Lakers win tonight, Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, Denver and LA will be in that time slot. On NBA Sunday on ABC, home of the NBA Finals. Out of the timeout, Rondo's hands taken away from Howard. Another steal, and Dwight calls for the foul as Paul Pierce slowed up to cause the contact and get the call.
Now, a lot of times now in the high school college game, they would call that an offensive foul by Pierce because he cut in front of the defensive man and did not allow him to take a step.
3 now, Hubie, on Dwight Howard. Remember, Glenn Davis has 4. He's still on the floor. Next foul on one of those bigs could be very important.
Now there's your double team by Alston, leaving Rondo.
And Howard, the block.
Plenty of time.
Another block, and it's going to go the other way. Well, an offensive foul on the Celtics.
Now, you can see they continue. Alston will double team Pierce every single time, allowing Rondo. Now you say, well, what's Rondo doing? He has 11 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. I think he's making a lot of things happen.
Picked up that foul, his third. Can Orlando get anything to go here on offense? They haven't scored in this third quarter, and we have a foul on Pierce. You see the Magic here in the third.
Yeah, it's total frustration. Mainly because Turkoglu and Redick keep getting a lot of shot attempts. They're 1 for 13. They're struggling. They need to get a little run going so that they can pick up the intensity of this unit.
The foul on Pierce was his third. Howard aggressively at Perkins. Perkins, he pushes him over the basket, defending him well.
Mike, that's all body strength in the upper body and in the upper legs. He just keep moving Howard out 1 step.
Davis over Lewis. And the Celtics have equaled their largest lead. Now that is their largest lead.
Yeah, Big Baby. Big Baby. Now remember, he's the second leading scorer in this series at 15 points.
Alston missed a teardrop. What a snatch by Howard. And a foul on Perkins. That was a great play by the second-team All-NBA performer. First-team All-NBA performer.
Mike, he's doing a great job on the boards. He already has 12 boards, but he has 7 offensive rebounds. This is just a man working down inside.
This could call 2 fouls on Perkins for the way he had him wrapped up, and Dwight taking a few seconds after taking the shot in the face.
But, you know, we all say, hey, you got to grab his arms before he gets the ball up in front of his numbers. Well, you tried grabbing Howard, okay, down inside.
If you're not Perkins-sized, you run the risk of being in the rim with the ball, right?
Right on, Mike.
All right, makes the free throw. After missing his first 2 here in the third, so the Magic try to come back from down 10 here in Game 6.
Well, they play in spurts, and you remember, they're never out of it because of the 3 ball. There's your trap on Pierce.
Find of Perkins. Rondo's the guy they're leaving free. To the shoot. Gotta shoot. Got it.
It's like shooting daggers with this kid, okay? Now, he might miss a few of them, but it just seems with the shot clock down there that he has the ability to score.
Lewis right at it. Tries to scoop. And it goes in. Howard with the basket.
Come on now, that's his 8th offensive board in this game. They're doing a terrific job in second chance points. Second chance points, Orlando, 17-4. The Celtics are winning the fast break game, 8-2.
Lewis turned Pierce away. Davis missed it. Howard the rebound. Orlando needs a 3 desperately. Alston, that could have been 5 on Davis.
Yep.
They didn't call it. The rebound comes out to Allen. Wow. Big moment there. Big moment. To shoot, plenty of time for Big Baby.
He wants to back him down. Got good hands by Turkoglu.
Tito on the run. And Davis complained. He's going right to the rack.
Maybe that'll get him going. He's their best guy off the dribble. At the end of the game or at the end of quarters, they'll play pick and roll or pick and pop with him at the top of the circle or the three-point line. He can score the basketball, and he's an excellent passer. The big thing for him in this game is to get his offense going where he has some confidence.
Doc Rivers was calling timeout. Mark Davis didn't see it. Danny Crawford over here near side ends up picking it up. And Doc's very frustrated and wasting time on me here. Timeout, Celtics. Their lead is 5.
Now, Turkoglu's excellent with the ball. See, he's reading it. They had a 3-on-2 situation. He can finish down inside with either hand.
Yep, hit 5 threes in that big Game 4 win in Houston. Stan Van Gundy talked about his team getting this thing turned around.
We're fine. We've missed 4 free throws. All right, we've missed a couple of open shots. The ball will go in. Come on now, right now. Fight our way back. Let's go, right now.
They responded a little bit to that, Hubie, after falling down 10, cut it to 5.
But he's absolutely right. They're getting the opportunity. It's a matter of hitting the open shot and then getting on the foul. Good call that time by Dick Fabetta. You could see he did a couple of skips as he was trying to move back.
Well, Perkins had Redick on him, and then on the switch, he's, oh good, he's leaving, but guess what? As the switch came up, he got happy feet. That is the 14th Boston turnover tonight. Orlando has given it up 6 times. Not been a very well-played game or series. But it's been entertaining. Redick hasn't hit one tonight. 0 for 7. You wonder, how long can Van Gundy stay with Redick? Pierce, beautiful crossover. Rondo got in there and got another rebound.
Look who's in there for his 14th rebound in this game.
It deflected out of bounds. That ties a playoff high for Rajon Rondo with 14. And we asked the question, how much longer can you stay with Redick? The answer was 1 trip. Petrus checks in for Orlando.
Yeah, you have to go with Petrus, Mike, mainly because of the first half. Now, you can see right there, Turkoglu 2 for 8, Alston 2 for 7. They're getting nothing out of their starting perimeter. When you say 4 for 22, that's horrendous.
Mainly,
and they're getting open looks, yes. Mike.
Pierce drew the foul on Turkoglu and will come to the line. That's something Pierce did so well all through the playoffs last year. And Hubie, we think about how much he carried this team in the postseason last year. Doc Rivers with a great reminder as we talked to him before the game. Paul Pierce put this team on his back the last third of the season when Garnett was out. A lot of heavy minutes and the go-to guy in those minutes as well.
That's right. And then in the playoffs, he and Ray Allen, the amount of minutes. When you look at in this series, and in the playoffs, Rajon Rondo, 42 minutes. Ray Allen, 41 minutes. Pierce, 40 minutes. And we're talking crucial minutes with these guys. Plus, they got to defend against good scorers.
And LeBron's getting a couple hour practice in. And then, the fruit plate again. Hey, guys, right. Stay healthy. Cavaliers wait. They'll host Game 1 of the Eastern Finals, either Monday night or Wednesday night against the winner of this series.
Got to go in. Yeah, you had him.
Howard, good catch. A lot of contact. Howard got it. And a foul.
Now that was a terrific move by Howard. Give Perkins a lot of credit. He goes up and challenges. Now, if you're going to foul him, all right, if you're going to take that foul, you just cannot let him get the shot off. Because then now you have made him a potential three-point player.
Foul trouble, Boston big guys, and there aren't many of them. Big Baby has 4. Perkins has 3. We got a lot of possessions left in this game. Howard for his 20th point of the night. Three of 6 at the line. Orlando has not led. Beautiful ball movement. Cutting is Davis. Lewis with the block. Alston to push. More Magic shirts down here. Got to look up. Corner. Petrus. 3. Rondo a rebound for the 15th time tonight. 3-on-2 to Pierce. Allen still waiting at the line. Turnover. Alston in the open floor with Lewis at Perkins. No foul call. Helter-skelter. Who can make a basket?
Main thing for the Celtics, slow down right now. Slow the game down. You're up 5. Work a set play. That's exactly what they're doing. They made a call right now.
Davis working on Turkoglu, comes baseline. Travel. Oh, jump ball. Jump ball will be called. Thought they were going to go for travel, but it'll be a jump ball.
You had good ball movement that time by the Celtics. They spread the defense. They took the double teams. They moved the basketball. They thought they had an open shot.
So it'll be Perkins and Alston here for the jump ball. Alston giving away only 8 inches.
Now, the 2 previous possessions, we had a great defensive play at the Orlando end and a terrific defensive play in a 2-on-1 situation at the other end.
Shot clock was sitting at 5, so not a lot of time. Pierce out of bounds with 1 left in the shot clock. Scalabrini's going to come in.
That's a situation that Paul, he knows that if he made a bounce pass, they had a layup. Instead, he tried to force the pass through.
Perkins checks out. 3 fouls, 15 points, 9 rebounds.
They've had quality minutes out of Perkins in this game.
Check the shot clock here off that jump ball. And it was correct, as he was never touched on the Orlando side, so it should stay at 5 and run down from there. It's correct. So 1 left on the shot. And from that coffin corner inbound, so it's a tough play with not a lot of time. All the way over, Rondo's got to catch and shoot. Can he get it off in time? Shot clock violation as it never hit the rim. Alston wanted to travel, didn't get it. So I thought I had a turnover. Come on, Mark Davis. Give me a little love here. Playoffs. Celtics have been sloppy this quarter. 7 turnovers. Still, they've extended the lead from 1 to 5. Lob Howard.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, that was great timing, and it was by design. As soon as they fronted Howard, he spun and looked right to the corner of the rim. Beautiful. Beautiful pass by Turkoglu.
Who guards Allen? Petrus, good hands, got up and knocked it away from Pierce. Doc Rivers wanted the call. Turkoglu all the way to the rack. He turned it over. Rondo right at Petrus. And a foul. Magic have to be very careful. They are whining at every call and understand their frustration.
Yeah.
But they got to be careful.
Well, this is a situation right here where when you go down and you have a wide open guy. Now you're going to see the play right there. He catches him. The call was made because they thought he came across this, right across his neck area.
Rondo misses the free throw. Reminder that on ABC, Game 7 of the Houston Lakers series or Game 1 of the Denver-LA series on Sunday. TNT will have a Game 7 if it happens in Boston on Sunday night. If not, they'll have Game 1 of the East Finals coming up next week. Rondo split the pair. Lisa Salty.
Well, Mike, Stan Van Gundy knows that his players are upset about the officiating. He told them in the last timeout, don't worry about the referees. Let me do my yelling from over here. You guys just play.
Yeah, they've got to be careful, Lisa. They're getting very close to a technical. 60-56. The Celtics lead by 4. Lewis working on Scalabrine. Climbing through the lane, waiting for the foul call, and he gets it.
I like the play. Go in there to Rashard Lewis. He's got Scalabrine. If Scalabrine fronts, look for the lob. Once he gets the basketball, there is no double team. He can go one-on-one. A lot of pressure on Scalabrine not to foul.
So the Celtics over the limit. Lewis in the act anyway, so free throws are coming. Anthony Johnson checks in along with Courtney Lee for Orlando as Turkoglu and Alston will sit. Well, Hubie, the Orlando Magic, 6 of 13 from the free throw line. Dwight Howard, 3 of 6. So other guys who usually make them have not.
During the season, Rashard Lewis is an 83% foul shooter. Turkoglu is over 80. And then you also have Petrus, who's a good foul shooter. Main thing right now is take your time under pressure. Don't let anybody rush you, whether it's a half-court offensive set or when you're going to the line.
It was 10. It's back down to 2. Low-scoring Game 6. Eddie Howe's going to check in next whistle for Steve.
There's your trap.
Out to Marbury. Put it on the deck. Nice feed for Davis. Got it. Good play by Marbury.
Yep, you can run that double team, but the point guard is open. Now, Rondo has been beaten up by making the pass. That was an excellent play by Marbury. Dribble to the hole, force the defense, and then recover.
Backup point guards in with Anthony Johnson and Stephon Marbury. Nice screen by Lewis. Set Johnson free. Petrus couldn't hit the three. Oh, what a rebound by Howard, who is fouled.
Dwight Howard, we asked at the top of the show,
yes,
would he challenge tonight? Remember, he's only averaged 3 offensive rebounds in this series. He has 9 offensive boards in this game tonight.
Again, the learning process. He admitted, told us today, I said things I should not have said publicly. So he put a lot of pressure on himself, and in this elimination game at home through 3 quarters, he has answered. He has come with more effort, more energy. He's created more touches inside for himself. The free throw line still a struggle, 3 for 7.
From now to the end of the game, Mike, Boston has got to put the pressure on him. Anytime that he's in that dunk area, anytime he's even close, if you have fouls to give, personally, you've got to foul him. Because he has not, throughout his career, proven that he can go to the line and shoot a high percentage.
1 of 5 here in the quarter. Now 2 of 6. It's Boston 62, Orlando 59. 1 minute left, third quarter. With the 3-point lead, Marbury to Pierce, watched by Petrus. On the switch, Lewis picking up Pierce. The pull-up by Paul, no. Howard engulfs another rebound.
Yeah, I like the defense that time. They didn't waste the double team. They kept Paul out on the perimeter.
Petrus thought about it, tried to get the Pierce contact and didn't.
Plenty of time here.
Lee at 2. Got it. First field goal for Courtney Lee. It's a 1-point game.
He had a strong season. During the year, he averaged 8 points. He shot a high percentage. They have a lot of confidence in him as a defender and as a scorer.
3-second difference. Game and shot clock. We're down to 13, 12, 11 seconds. 6 on the shot clock as Pierce is doubled. Shot clock at 4 as House pulls up. Misses. Rebound Howard. 3 seconds left. There's time. Here's Johnson at midcourt. Good if it goes. And we go to the final quarter. Each team scored 16 points in that third quarter. Dwight Howard having a massive game, 22 points and 17 rebounds. He's come along. Now will everybody else. A lot of mileage on the seas. These guys don't want a Game 7 and Sunday in Boston. The Magic would like to have a weekend in New England. Let's take a look at tonight's GMC game track. You see it has been tight throughout. Orlando has never led. Boston led by as many as 10 in that third quarter at 65-55. But a nice close of the third by the Magic to get back in it. See the leading scorers with Paul Pierce with 11 on the Boston side. What a quarter for Dwight Howard here in the third. He had 10 points and 8 rebounds.
Well, he's definitely leading by example. He's being very scary in the painted area with his physical strength. They're doing a terrific job. But from now to the end, you know they're going to put him on the line. They're not going to make it easy for him down inside. Right in the third quarter, Allen and Pierce did not have a field goal.
Wow. Anthony Johnson starts the fourth with Turkoglu, Dwight Howard, Courtney Lee, and Petrus. It is Johnson out high on Marbury. The foul is called on Stefan. Big story for the fourth will be to track the fouls. Glenn Davis has 4. Kendrick Perkins has 3 for the Celtics. So Johnson's going to come to the line.
Orlando has struggled throughout this game with their shooting at 37%. They're 4 for 19 from threes. During the season, they were second in makes. They made 10, and they were second in attempts, 26. So they're normal about how many takes. The big thing right now is can they make them under pressure. The second chance points, big for Orlando. Kept them in the game, 21-6, a plus 15 in that category.
Getting tight, and the free throws are getting tougher. 9 of 18, 50% for Orlando. High school teams shoot better than 50%. And they're under. Marbury and House in the backcourt to start the fourth, essentially 3 guards, because Ray Allen is out there with Scalabrine and Big Baby Davis. House has been hounded by Courtney Lee the last couple of games, has had barely a clean look. Scalabrine, corner 3. Rebound, Allen. Trapped in the corner, in trouble. Good ball movement by Marbury, and here is House. I had to put it on the deck and make it, and Eddie House continues to hit big shots.
Now, right now, the Celtics are playing very small. Ray Allen is your small forward. They have Marbury and Eddie House in the backcourt. 2 small guards.
Petrus, what a move by Petrus. And Ray Allen will pick up his 3rd personal foul. And that's 2 on the Celtics in the quarter.
Now, when you're playing small, that puts a lot of pressure on Orlando. Can you defend? Now, Lee is chasing House all over. This is just an excellent move by Eddie. He surprised him after that one bounce by elevating. Petrus and also Lee have major assignments in this quarter defensively for Orlando.
One more for the man from the Eastern Caribbean island of Guadalupe, Doc Rivers. Last time out.
It's about execution, number one. It's about intensity, loose balls, keeping your composure.
Oh, didn't get that loose ball as Petrus missed the second free throw in Orlando with a chance to tie the game or take the lead. House blocks Lee.
2-on-1.
Allen and Scalabrine chased down from behind by Johnson. And here go the Magic. 3-on-2.
Give it up.
Lee. Hard foul by House. And now Marbury right in the face of Turkoglu.
Easy here, easy.
After the play, I think the Magic players very defensive of Courtney Lee with that mask on. Stan Van Gundy all the way out, talking to his starting forward, Turkoglu.
This was just a great play in the open floor. You had excellent defense at the Celtic offensive end, and then coming down, and all of a sudden, here it is. A great strip from behind by Anthony Johnson. Now watch the beautiful pass. All right, now you're going for the shot block. Instead, you go for the shot block. You missed it. Unfortunately, you get the head. Now that's what the players are upset about because Lee is wearing that face mask.
So we have the foul called on Marbury. It's the, they said House? They said House. Double technicals for sure on Turkoglu and Marbury, and they had personal on House. It's 3 team fouls on Boston here in the quarter, none on Orlando. I know they're not making their free throws, but they might get some extra try.
Yeah, they've already missed 11. And when you consider this is such a low-scoring game.
It's very interesting as the coaches were out there to try to keep things calm. Perkins in for Davis. Doc Rivers walked over to Dwight Howard, and they had a kind of a moment they were looking at each other, and he said, I read his lips, good stuff.
I like what Stan Van Gundy. He got Turkoglu and brought him right in front of our table. Turkoglu is key to them at the end of the game because they allow him to play pick and screen, pick and pop at the top of the circle and make things happen because he's so creative off the dribble.
8th tie of the game. Perkins over Turkoglu. No. Orlando has not led tonight. If they score here, they'll take the roof off the place. Johnson for the lead. Howard rebound going the other way. Foul on Dwight, his fourth.
You got to give it up. You give it up now. You don't want to delay a game and then another delay a game cause you a technical.
And remember, he's got a technical already, too.
That's right. The main thing right now is, okay, there was a lot of contact under there. Throughout this game, these referees have been very consistent at both ends of the floor. They're allowing it to be an NBA playoff game with physical and bumping contact. It's excellent. Keep an eye right to the right of your screen. You're going to see Perkins push. Now, right there, Danny Crawford. Perkins was between us and Howard. They catch Howard with a push-off with the hand.
As Howard sits, Marcin Gortat, second-year man out of Poland, who played 2.5 minutes in the first half, checks in.
Well, he's played excellent basketball for them. He's a good rebounder and a good defender.
Marbury, this is one of his last possessions. Rondo's coming in soon. Inside, Perkins. Shuffle him. Travel. Another Celtic turnover. 19, as you see.
Well, we know during the season, the Celtics turn the ball over quite a bit, okay? Main thing with them right now is they do not want to falter. They were 28th in the league at right around 16 a game. And they're faltering here in the second half. Yeah. That's what Doc was saying. Run the stuff. Run the offensive plays. Get back into our half-court sets.
Rondo and Pierce check back in, joining Allen Perkins and Scalabrine in the Celtic green. Lewis, 3 in the lead. No.
For him, that's his shot.
Yeah. They were 4 of 21.
That's right. But he takes 7 a game, Mike, and shoots over 40%. He's a dynamite guy under pressure.
Pierce, the double comes. Rondo's free, bottom of your screen. They zone up behind it, and now Lewis has him on the switch. Rondo. Gortat being held by Perkins. If it's Kendrick, it's 4. It is.
You're not going to take him out of the game. You're going to ride him right now. Just keep an eye right here on the pull to the right of the screen. You can see he pulled the jersey with his left hand. Now he went up with his right hand, and he pulled the jersey with his left hand.
Courtney Lee, the rookie, playing big late minutes. In the lane. Perkins with the block.
He measured that all the way, Mike. Now, I'll tell you, he's getting close to 3 blocks a game.
He's got 2 tonight. Pierce missed. Lee goes up and gets the rebound. Orlando with its umpteenth opportunity to take its first lead of the night.
Now, you got to get something going here, whether it's screen and roll or screen and pop.
Petrus, he's been hot tonight. Lost the handle. Found Lewis on a bailout. Richard for the lead. Got it!
He's the man for the pressure move and the pressure shot with the clock down.
Six to shoot. Rondo has a 3 tonight. Has another one. I love his punch. He doesn't care. Give me the tough one. I'll knock it down.
He's had that kind of game, Mike. He's just been terrific under pressure.
17 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists for Rajon Rondo. Trigger Lewis triple. Oh my goodness.
Mistake.
Wide right. Rondo all the way.
That's the 3rd time tonight that he's done that same move, spun it up, and he did not catch the rim.
Turkoglu's done shooting for a while. Lewis to the rack.
There you go.
Free throws coming.
Yeah, I like this guy with the basketball, Mike, especially on the left side of the floor. He can really make things happen. Now keep an eye right here. This is just a great move by Rashard Lewis. Take you down inside, spin move, get that defender rocking on his heels. And then Rondo with that clock down right in your face. He's made 2, both of them with the clock going off.
Andrew Bynum in Houston, waiting for Lakers-Rockets Game 6. Stan Van Gundy's team on the verge of elimination. Rajon Rondo and Dwight Howard, two young stars in the lead, have had monster game sixes in effort, in stats, in money shots. Now in the fourth quarter with foul trouble building for Boston, tempers rising. Orlando finally taking the lead for the first time tonight. And how will it conclude? Howard's only been on the floor for less than 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter, yet to have a touch. He was on the bench for the last few. Now Hubie, he's back in with 7:37 to go. That storyline for the last 2 days has been answered. The Magic have gotten the ball to Howard more, and he has been super aggressive on the offensive glass.
Whenever a team plays quick basketball and pick and roll from the wings and the top of the circle, and they're not calling plays, don't criticize the coaching staff when you don't get the ball. You criticize the guys who are monopolizing play out on the perimeter. They're the ones who are not passing you the ball. Now, if they were calling set plays by the coaching staff, that'd be a different situation. Be upset with them at that time.
Orlando by one. Pierce used the arm. Petrus was holding him, and a foul is called on Petrus. Team fouls here in the fourth. 2 now on Orlando, 5 on Boston, so the Celtics are over the limit. So every foul rest of the way, Magic come to the line.
Now, right at this juncture, Pierce and Allen have got to get going. They are 0 for 5 in this half.
Wow. Here's Allen down the lane. Howard changed that shot, and he has another rebound. Dwight has 18.
Well, he's up there with 3 shot blocks and many intimidations.
Lee on the deck. Got it!
Outstanding athleticism. He's 2 for 4 since he's come in the game with a couple of foul shots. He's got 6 points, but the defense is a major key.
Off the pick and roll, Perkins. Yep. It's going to go the other way as Kendrick Perkins has picked up number 5.
Now, Kendrick is looking to score, no problem. But he has a tendency to push that forearm out. Just watch it. See, he's clearing space. You didn't have to do that. Just leave the forearm there. The man can't come across because he has so much upper body strength. He'll still get off the high percentage shot.
Got to come in with Scalabrine now with 5.
Now, Courtney Lee has come in here with his athleticism, and you cannot fall asleep with him because once he sees a lane, he's going to attack the rim.
Orlando up 3. Lewis wants to take Scal. Does. Twist it. Got it! Boston needs another timeout. The Magic lead by 5. Six in a row for Orlando. And Rashard Lewis leading the charge in the second half. Coming up, Aaron Brooks and the Rockets on their home floor trying to win Game 6 and force a Game 7. Jonesy here, Game 6. They have the same intensity as we've had here in Orlando as the Rockets try to force a Game 7. The Magic have rallied from down 10 in the third quarter to take a 5-point lead.
Well, you have to look at the Celtics and realize they have 20 turnovers.
Wow.
But also, Pierce and Allen have not scored this half. Between them, they're 5 for 18 for the game.
Big baby, double. Rondo thought about a Scalabrine pass. Back to Davis, close to shoot. Pierce and Allen near side. Davis all alone. Rebound all the way out to Scal. And Doc Rivers yelling at Glenn Davis, pass the ball.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Excellent point. Because it's 1 against 5 in that situation.
Pierce over Petrus.
There it is.
Silencer, Paul Pierce. They will get on the score sheet here in this second half.
Now, you got to get Rashard Lewis in it. I like what they're doing. They just set up the screen, and if you come back, go right back to him.
Turkoglu to Lewis at the top. Courtney Lee to the shoot. Off the mark, and the rebound for Pierce.
We just had a great block out on Howard by Big Baby. He just moved him out about 5 feet.
Pierce will take it. Another one. Paul Pierce, back-to-back field goals, 1-point game.
Can I question Ray Allen and Pierce? All of a sudden, they went from 5 to 18. They went big, boom, boom. Pierce, 2 in a row.
2 field goals in 36 seconds for Paul. They have a guy not willing to shoot right now in Turkoglu on the floor for Orlando.
They're wasting too much time getting him the ball.
Lewis at Scalabrine. Davis again gets in there. And all of a sudden, Boston can retake the lead. Pierce feeling it. Pierce. One.
My, oh, my.
Timeout Magic. The MVP of the finals comes up big. They're going to check if that was a 2 or a 3. I think they're going to look at the replay. It's 3 field goals in 1:09, all by Paul Pierce.
Now just keep an eye on this. No hesitation at all from Paul in the last 3 possessions. You just see, now watch as they come back in here right now. He's going to measure you up. All he needs is a half a step, and he's in you. Now this was coming down. He's daring you to come out and play him one-on-one.
And Mark, as Ron relaxes tomorrow, he can watch, or Saturday, I should say, he can watch Kobe doing work. Directed by Spike Lee, ESPN Films, presentation commercial-free. Saturday night, 8 Eastern, here on ESPN. 6 in a row scored by Pierce. 3 two-point field goals. Took Boston from down 5 to up 1. Dwight Howard with a catch. Kicked it out for Turkoglu, who is well off the mark all night. Kept it alive. Howard couldn't squeeze it, but a foul.
I like
Allen
it.
cut underneath.
Like the action, Mike. They came out that time. They got away from Rashard Lewis. They ran the pick and roll, and then they spotted up Howard. Now, this is a good effort by Turkoglu, and then once Howard gets it in here, you have to foul him. Big thing we said from now to the end, pressure on Howard to make the foul shot. The team is 14 for 25. They've already missed 11 in this game.
5 fouls, Ray Allen. Howard to the line where he's 4 of 8. Stan Van Gundy last time out.
Now listen right now. We've been here before. Listen. Listen. Play our game. Do not force plays thinking you're going to get a foul call. Every shot has got to be a good shot. If you're under pressure, you got to make a play.
Hey, if you're under pressure at the line, you got to make your free throws, and Howard has not. 4 of 10 tonight. You see Orlando is made about half. They are down 1. Pierce, he was going to have Rondo there. Great for Austin just in the game, took it away. Peaches at the line, thought about 3. Austin 3 for 3. Yes! That is big. He came cold off the bench and hit a big triple. Rondo free, the ball fake, and the basket to tie the game.
See, I like what they're doing. When Olsen leaves him, Rondo gets right down into the foul line area. So once you hit him with a pass, they have 4 on 3, 3 on 2, 2 on 1, wherever Rondo decides to go with the ball.
Lewis and Austin playing a 2-man game on Scalabrine and Rondo. 6 to shoot. Skip to Malou. Tough catch. Howard was going for the rebound. Thought Austin was going to shoot.
Just run your stuff, because you know eventually you're going to have a man open. As soon as Pierce puts the ball on the floor, 2 guys will come. Here Ray Olsen is coming at him right now.
6 to shoot. Turkoglu, the main defender. Pierce rising up. No. Howard, a rebound. For Dwight, that's 20 with 22 points. 5th career 2020 playoff game. Turkoglu's got to go in to score. Couldn't get it. As the counter came down, the foul is here on Boston.
Now that was an extremely difficult shot on the drive by Turkoglu. A bad shot. It ricochets off. Howard comes right in traffic, and how he comes up with that play, you got to give him a lot of credit. He went right down in there. That is his 10th offensive rebound of this game.
Well, you can talk about it over and over. You want touches and catches in the 4th quarter, you're going to get fouled. You got to hit shots. Howard for 2. 2 of 8 in this half at the line.
There you go. Now you're the Celtic guys with inside position. Now Big Baby and Scalabrine, you cannot fall asleep and lose an offensive rebound, a defensive rebound right now if he misses his shot.
saw Rondo coming in from the top.
And Pierce. That was good.
Magic by 1, 2:40 to go. Allen looking for space. Petrus chasing. Allen catch and fling. Lewis the rebound. Poked out of bounds by Rondo at the 2:31 mark. Again, Ray Allen, another brutal night shooting the three. 0 for 5 tonight. And for the series, 5 of 34.
Now the Magic, you just got to play smart basketball. You got to have movement now. You got to have movement. Stop just stopping the basketball on one side because the Celtics are zoning you off on the other side of the floor, and you're making it easy for the defense.
And against Lewis on Scalabrine in clear space. Lewis going to work. Richard turns. Scalabrine comes up with a big block.
It's easy, Mike, when you go 1 against 5 or 1 against 5 in that situation.
Pierce and Howard draws the contact. And Dwight Howard has 5 fouls. And Pierce took the worst of it.
In the critical situations, I just hope there's nothing wrong with Paul here. We know this is a great move. When in doubt, attack the rim in this situation. Now you're going to see he gets him with the body. He went up high, though, for the shot block. Now this fatigue is involved here right now with Paul Pierce. Because of the minutes, he's going to end up over 40 minutes tonight. This is great defense by Scalabrine. He plays it. He measures it up. They cut off the cutters that were coming down the middle. They cut them off because it's easy. When you just go one-on-one on one side, 4 guys are playing zone in the painted area.
Pierce took every veteran second on the floor. Get the ball wiped, some moisture on it. The top. Pierce has been great all series at the line. Kobe tries to eliminate the Rockets. Game 6 next on ESPN.
Paul Pierce during the season, Mike, shoots it at 85%. In this series, he came in here tonight 92%.
He missed them both. Are you kidding me? Pierce was 29 of 30 in the last 3 games at the line. 5 of 8 tonight.
Now you got to take advantage of this.
Alston at Big Baby.
Nice. Beautiful. By Rafer Alston coming off that screen. 2 defenders in green. 2 defenders get caught up on the screen. That opened up the middle of the lane for Rafer. Give him a lot of credit. Took a lot of guts to go down in there and easy on that teardrop.
Game 6 coming up next from Houston, Texas. Can the Rockets bounce back from being blown out by 40 in Game 5 and force a Game 7? Can the Lakers finally close out the Rockets and get ready for the Nuggets? It's all coming up after Boston, Orlando.
Thank you, Mike Green, Mike, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, and Doris Burke have that Game 6 coming up here in a little bit. Hope they have what we've had. It's been great Game 6 drama.
Right.
Where are you thinking Boston offensively here the last minute 15?
Well, you know that anytime Pierce gets the basketball and puts it down, Rafer Alston's going to double team him. Once again now, Paul will have the shot if it's open. If not, you hit Rondo, and he's foul line down. He's been making good decisions in that situation.
Rondo, Ray Allen, Glenn Davis, Kendrick Perkins, and the Finals MVP of a year ago, Paul Pierce, for the Seas. Boston trying to avoid a 4th Game 7 in 13 months. Petrus guards Allen. Got a Perkins screen. Nice pass to Perkins. Skip. Rondo. Open for 3. Partially deflected by Alston. Great closeout by Rafer.
Rafer's come up big here now in the last 3 minutes of play.
Magic trying to take a 2-possession lead. Not only had he hit nothing all night, he was missing terribly and hits the open 3.
I like what they did because when he came off, the man playing the screener never came up to challenge. He gave him a wide open area. Turkoglu is big for Orlando all year long and in playoff time in the last 3 minutes of play.
But we were talking during the break.
Yep, you're right.
He wasn't missing. He wasn't close. And we talked to Ray Allen about this before the game. When you're a shooter, you got to have the belief that the next one's going to break the slump.
That's true. And in his situation, he knows that no matter what, they go to him at the end of the game to make these decisions off of high screen. We've said it now at least 4 times during the game. And when you're in that situation and the staff has confidence in you, then you just play your game.
Artest getting ready, Ronnie on the floor. Lakers-Houston Game 6 next here on ESPN. 6 in a row for the Magic, minute 23 to go. Boston is down to 1 timeout, which will be important. Orlando has a foul to give.
It's not necessary that you force a 3. Oh, bad pass.
And a steal by Lewis. A night of turnovers for Boston continues.
Big thing now, you cannot foul with the Celtics. The main thing is you do not want to get yourself down 8. Big thing, play him tough, and then get the defensive rebound.
Lewis on Allen, kicked it to Turkoglu with 7 on the shot. Hito. Punch out, Lewis has it, final minute. Alston directs traffic, trying to take a 3-possession lead. Lewis guarded by Eddie House. They had offense out there and shooters, and a bump by House. Well, free throws for Lewis.
Now, this was just patience, and that's what you like to see in the situation. Anytime that you get the basketball and they took away the first and second option, read the clock. They read the clock, and they went right back into it, their action again. Now they're sending one of their better free throw shooters to the line. We told you earlier, Lewis shoots it at 84% during the year, and in this series, over 80.
It's been about 3 minutes, 2:57 since the Celtics have not scored. Three-possession game, 49 seconds to go.
You got to be careful now with Orlando. You have to play tough on any screens up at the three-point area, mainly because Allen and Pierce will be looking for the 3 ball. And also with Eddie House in the game, they're going to put pressure on you if you double team either Allen or Pierce.
All right, the lead up to 8, and Doc will take his final timeout with 49 seconds to go. So Boston really up against it.
What has hurt them throughout the entire game, Mike, has been the turnovers. And by that we mean the Boston Celtics. They take a timeout, they take the ball out on the side, and they get a poor turnover at half court. Next thing you know, Orlando comes down and scores on you in your face.
This Boston Celtics team, Hubie, has played so many playoff games, and if they cannot come back from down 8 with 49 seconds left, there'll be a Game 7 in Boston. And this is the list. This is the graveyard of Game 7s for the road teams. The Celtics have won 17 of the 20 home Game 7s, either in Boston Garden or the new TD Bank North Garden. And that's the history Orlando might be going to try to erase. Over the years, the Celtics have been so great in Game 7s, but they played good games up there in this series and have a win, of course, in Game 1. And we still have 49 seconds left of this one.
Now, there's plenty of time here right now. The main thing is you've got to score quick.
Boston is out of timeouts. They set a back screen for Pierce. It was volleyball out of bounds by Lewis. 43.2 to go.
Now, from now on down, Orlando, you've got to understand that when you are away from the ball on the other side of the floor, your guy is one of the most dangerous. Watch out for back screens, skip passes, and a three-point attempt.
Tough spot to inbound for Pierce.
Plenty of time here. Now you got 19 seconds on the clock.
Allen catch and shoot the 3. Off the mark. Turkoglu rebound. 8-point lead. No timeouts for Boston. And they're on their feet in Orlando.
Just run your clock now. This is smart basketball. Take your time. Make sure you go to that. When in doubt, drive the basketball.
Rashard Lewis. Shot clock violation, never touched the rim. Only 15 seconds remain. That offensive rebound kept the possession alive. The Boston Celtics are on their way to playing their 40th playoff game and their 4th Game 7 in the last 13 months. Rondo going to inbound it. Pierce is going to stay in the backcourt here. Allen's three is off the mark. Fuel the jet to Boston. The Magic have pulled it off. There will be a 7th game Sunday night. The Orlando Magic will face their 3rd ever Game 7. The Boston Celtics, their 26th. Lisa is with Dwight Howard.
Thanks, Mike. Dwight, well, you made no secret about the fact that you weren't happy after Game 5. What was the difference for you tonight?
Well, we came out from the get-go ready to play, and that's what it takes. It's all about defense, and tonight we played great defense, and that's what we got to do. We want to beat this team. We got to go into Boston and play defense.
A lot more touches tonight. Was it the game plan, or were your teammates looking for you more?
No, I got myself open, and I ran the floor, and that's what I got to do. I can't worry about touches. I just got to do my job, which is play defense and rebound, and I'm going to go to the glass. That's the only way we're going to win.
Hedo Turkoglu, a big three-pointer late in the game. He hadn't made any all game long. What were you thinking when it left his hand?
That it was going to go in. I believe in Hedo on the shot. Every time they put up a shot, and they hit a good shot, and thank God, we're going to Boston. We're going to get Game 7.
For you want the pressure. Struggled a little bit early at the free throw line. Late in the game, though, you knocked them down. What were you thinking at the line?
That's fine. I'm going to miss some and I'm going to make some, but I'm going to keep shooting the same shot. It wasn't meant for you to make it, but we still got to win.
Game 7, what's that mean to you?
Game 7, let's go, baby.
All right, Mike, back to you.
Thank you, Lise. Hey, LeBron, kick the recliner back one more time. A few more days of rest for the Cavs. See you on the radio for the Eastern Finals.
Hey, forget all that now. It's Game 7.
Lakers, Houston coming up in seconds. Thanks to Ed Fibershoff, Ken Dennis, our great crew, Marty Aronoff, our stat man. It's been a wonderful year with our game.